All right, what's going on, y'all? So you know how we do it. I got another classic for you. Been a while since we had one of these, so I'm a little bit excited. 1965 Chevy Impala, Super Sport, numbers matching, big block 396 car. Super cool car, and like I said, I am excited because we haven't had one in a while, and I'm actually one of the probably few people that like these, the hardtop version. So we'll get into it. First off, again, like I said, 65. This is a consignment car. We're gonna go around it. Get into it. You can see that it is a maroon in color. Paint, it will eventually need paint for sure. You can tell this is all original paint. Tires seem to be in good condition. You guys know we'll do the test drive, throw it on the rack so you can see underneath there. Looking at the roof looks pretty solid. Again, you are going to see some marring, some scratches, things like that. This is original paint from what, 62 years ago, depending on when it came out specifically. But body appears to be in pretty good shape. I didn't see any major dents or anything as I went around it the first time, but you know, we'll keep going. Looking down the side, don't see any like waves or anything I need to point out. Rear glass looks solid. Could probably use a good polishing, but I don't see any cracks or anything, and the chrome around it looks solid. I always tell you guys in the videos, when we get to this point, the lights are directly over the panel, so it gives you a really good expectation of what the paint looks like. Again, it's a little bit worse than driver's quality in my opinion, but you know, if this is a car that you've been looking for, there's no need to rush out and paint it unless you plan on taking it to shows. The rear of the vehicle looks pretty solid. I don't see any rust in the bumper. Once we get it on the rack, we'll actually look underneath it. Coming down the driver's side, again, looking down the side, I don't see any like waves or dents that need to be pointed out along the quarters. Around the wheel wells look pretty solid. Again, we do have some paint chips along the door edges. I think that's kind of normal, but still try to show as much as we can. Front fender area looks pretty solid. Again, looking down the car, nothing major to point out. Appears to be the stock windshield. I do have a rock chip all the way over on the passenger side. Nothing else on the windshield that I can point out. Coming down the front of the car. Front of the vehicle looks pretty good. I do see, seems like the bumper might have a little bit of a dent right there. No pitting or rust though, so the chrome looks pretty good. Let me see if I can open this up with one hand. Nope. Sorry, I had to put you guys down for a second. Underneath, I think the engine bay is super clean. Obviously, you got your Chevy orange. Big block 396, looks super clean. Chrome breather. It's AC equipped. That's about it. Everything appears to be stock, but the engine bay looks like it has been cleaned up, so very nice. Grab the keys, pop the trunk for you guys. I see you sneaking a peek at that interior. I think the interior is probably the highlight of this vehicle outside of the motor, personally. All right, trunk is actually pretty clean. Looks like a new trunk pan has been put in, so I like that personally. I know some purists, you know, they want the car to be as original as possible. I want the car to have as least problems as possible. So, but it does look like it's been splatter painted. Looks pretty solid, honestly. Nothing to complain about. No rust is shown or anything. Obviously, it's a new pan. So let's go ahead and check out the interior. Like I said, outside of the engine, I do think the interior is a major selling point. It's pretty nice back here. It's kind of like that off-white ivory color. No rips or tears in the seats. Of course, everything is manual, but seats look beautiful. Headliner solid, no sagging there or anything. And then looking at this passenger seat, again, no rips, no tears, no stains. Carpet appears to be in pretty good condition as well. Nothing to nitpick there. And then here's our passenger door panel. So again, I think the interior is definitely a highlight. Dash looks good as well. I don't have any warping or cracks going on. over to the driver's side. I'm assuming, let's see, the panel looks good, no warping, no cracks. I'm gonna assume that this carpet has been replaced at some point in time because it has that nice black sheen to it, where the rest of the carpet, it still looks good, but you can tell that it's kind of, you know, not brand new, if that makes sense. Driver's seat again, no rips, no tears, no stains. Interior, I'm not gonna say it's flawless, by no means is it perfect, but it's pretty damn good. So give me a moment, we'll knock out this test drive. All right, y'all, we can get started on the test drive in the Impala. That is a super cold start. This car been sitting here since yesterday. It's like 52 right now, which ain't freezing cold, but still. Lights are on, I can see them up there and in the dash. Wipers good. No horn. That's all manual, so nothing to check there. Oh, actually, the blower is working. It is working and it is cold. So we do have AC. Wasn't expecting that. Radio works. Fuel gauge reads half a tank. What else? We'll have to see if anything else is working, the oil pressure and the temperature. Not gonna lie, I wasn't expecting the AC to be blowing cold. Pretty smooth. As you guys can hear, that 396 sounds good. Speedometer is coming up. All right, a little bit chilly, but I ain't feel like rolling the windows up. Odometer reads 37,773. See how these brakes feel good. A little bit on the grabby side, but no issues there at all. Throttle, the pedal, gas pedal is a little bit on the stiff side. So as soon as I take my foot off the gas, I don't know if you guys can hear, but she's popping right up. But again, sounds good. Doing about 40 now. Got up to speed relatively quick. Alignment feels good. I'll check it once I get around this corner. But I can tell the steering is relatively tight, which is a little bit surprising because most of these cars, you know, the steering box is so loose on these. Hands off, no movement in the steering wheel, and she's tracking straight. Suspension's a little bit on the firmer side as well, which is what I expect. No shocker there. No weird noises. If I'm gonna point out anything, the only thing I can point out, the window felt on this door is missing. So with the window all the way down, I can kind of hear it. I can hear it in the door. Not something that, you know, I mean, it's very simple fixed. If you plan on restoring this car, you're gonna be replacing all the weather seals and strips anyway. But, you know, try to point that out. Otherwise, I don't hear any belt squeal, no crazy rattling. Shifts have been smooth. Let me see. Yeah, I don't think any of these gauges are working because nothing has moved since we came in. So, otherwise, I'm gonna get her on the rack and we'll check out underneath. All right, y'all, so we got a 65 up on the rack, starting with the rear bumper. Rear bumper's pretty solid. It's got a couple little marks here and there. Chrome overall looks pretty good, but you do have a couple, you know, little imperfections here and there. Underneath the car, again, you can tell it does have a new gas tank and new trunk pans. So underneath looks coated, looks pretty clean. Let me get up under here. Frame looks nice and solid. Don't have any rust spots to point out there. As we get up under here, I can tell the shocks have been replaced. Let's see, factory rear end, drums in the rear. Exhaust has been fixed at some point in time. It's got a Magnafloy muffler. Going down the passenger side first, frame is nice and straight. Looks beautiful. Floor pans look solid. I have no soft spots, no patchwork. Looks like factory coating still there. Coming down the driver's side, again, frame is beautiful and floors look solid. Fresh off the test drive, no signs of leaks from the oil or trans pan. Everything appears to be stock under here. At some point in time, I can tell the brake lines were replaced, drums up in the front. I can just tell because of the new hardware. Other than that, everything appears to be stock under there. Really nothing to point out. Front bumper along the top. Again, we got a couple little dings here and there, so by no means is it perfect. And we'll come around here to the passenger side. Lower body looks solid. Again, this is one that I would probably say will need paint eventually if you want to enjoy it to the full. But the body looks pretty solid. Rear quarter. Coming around to the driver's side. Again, rear quarter looks solid. Don't have a bunch of waves or anything like that. Super clean underneath. All right, y'all, if you're interested in this 65 Impala, give us a call, 256-801-4409. Check us out at Rolling Museums on the website and Instagram. As always, appreciate you watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe below.